boys and girls, and welcome to first grade math. This week, we will be learning about compare and ordering numbers up to 120. Let's jump into today's lessons, mathematicians. My name is Mrs. Ward, and I am a kindergarten and first grade ESL teacher for HISD. For today's lesson, you will need your pencil, paper, and bring along that positive attitude. We will go through our introduction, our vocabulary, our number of the day, and our math lesson. Our objective is that you will be able to generate a number that is greater than or less than a given whole number up to 120. For our warm up today, your objective is that you can use tens and ones to show a number. Here is just an example. This is an example of the number 15. You could show the number 15 using place value blocks with tens and ones. You could use a 10 frame to show the number 15. You could use cubes, a number line, and a chart. In this example, they modeled the number 15. Here you see the place value bar to represent 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They also use the 10 frame to show 15. Miss Ward is going to give you 3 minutes, and in those 3 minutes, I want you to model the number 13. What number? Yes, 13. We can write 13 with the digits 1, 3. 1, 3 is the digits we need to write the number 13. Go ahead and write the number 13 on your paper. When I say go, I'm going to start the timer. I want you to use tens and ones to show the number 13. Ready, set, go. Your time is starting now, boys and girls. After you write the number 13, remember on your paper, you're going to start by using place value blocks. How can you model 13 using tens and ones? How many tens are you going to need? How many ones are you going to need? Go ahead and draw it on your paper. Remember to also draw it using a 10 frame. Don't waste your time. You only have less than 2 minutes left. I heard somebody say, I'm done. Did you show it on a number line using tens and ones? What about a chart? Your chart should tell me how many tens and ones it takes to make 13. If you tuned in with us before, then you heard us talk about expanded form. Do you remember what expanded form is? It's when we add the value of each digit. Can you show the number 13 in expanded form? It's less than 1 minute left. How many ways can you show the number 13? Keep writing, just 30 seconds, mathematicians. You can do it. All right, you know what that sound means. That is our timer and our signal to let us know that time is up. Let's look at the different ways you could have modeled the number 13 using tens and ones. Look at my picture. For the number 13, I use 1 10 and 3 ones. Let's count it and see if that's correct. 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, 1 10 and 3 ones is 13. Then I used the 10 frame. It took 2 10 frames. One of the frames was filled completely to model 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the other frame only had 3. 10, 11, 12, 13. To represent it with a chart, I said 1 10 and 3 ones. 1 10 and 3 ones equals 13. Next, look at my number line. On the number line, I shaded in the first part of the number line to show 10. I stopped at the number 10 and then counted on by ones. 10, 11, 12, 13. Did you get all of that on your paper? For expanded form, I put 10 plus 3 equals 13. And lastly, I see part of my picture got cut off. But using cubes, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can't see at the bottom there was, I'm going to draw it in, 11, 12, and 13. Did anybody get all of those ways on their paper within the 3 minutes? Did you get close? Go ahead and pump yourself up 2 times. Whoop, whoop. Great job, boys and girls. Here is some of the vocabulary that you're going to hear in today's lessons. Some words you need to know for this lesson is digit. A digit is a symbol from 0 to 9 that represents the numbers. Place value. Place value is the position of a digit in a number used to determine its value. The ones place. The ones place is the place where a digit is written to represent how many ones are in a number. Tens place. The place where a digit is written to represent how many tens are in a number. Compare. To compare is to determine if the value of a number is less than, greater than, or equal to another number. Greater than is the value of a number is larger than the value of another number. And less than is the value of a number is smaller than the value of another number. And lastly is equal to. Equal to means to have the same amount or value. Today, boys and girls, we said we are talking about comparing numbers. We're looking for numbers that are greater than, less than, or equal to another number. But how can we determine if a number is greater than, less than, or equal to another number? We can start by using concrete models to help us. Watch as I model this number. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. What number do you see represented here? We see 3 tens and 3 ones. 3 tens and 3 ones is 33. If I wanted to find a number that is greater than 33, I could draw more tens or more ones to create a number that is greater than 33. So what would happen if I added another 10 to 33? Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. If we add one more 10, now we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. So 10 more than 33 is 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. 10 more than 33 is 43. So if the second picture is modeling 10 more, that tells me what? Is 43 greater than 33, less than 33, or equal to? Remember, less than means it is worth a smaller amount. Greater than means it's more. And equal to means it has the same value. When I look at this model, I can tell that 43 is greater than 33 because 43 has a larger value than 33. There are 4 tens and 3 ones in the number 43, but only 3 tens and 3 ones in 33. So therefore, I know 43 is greater than 33. Are you ready to try another one? Come on, mathematicians, you can do it. Count with me as we build this number. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. Here is the number 33. We made 33 with 3 tens and 3 ones. How can I find a number that is less than 33? If it is less than 33, that means it has to be of smaller value. So last time we wanted to find a number greater than a number, we added to it. So if we want to find a number that is less than this number, instead of adding to it, what should we do? What's the opposite of adding? Ding, 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 you guessed it. Instead of adding to the number, we should take away from the number. So what do you suggest? Should we take away from the tens or the ones? We could take away from either one to get a number that is less than. For this example, I'm going to take away from the tens. Here we have 3 tens and 3 ones in 33. If I take away one of the tens, what number do I have now? Let's count it and see. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. If I take away 1 10, now I have 23. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. 2 tens and 3 ones equals 23. So what can you tell from this model? When I compare 33 and 23, I see that 33 had 3 tens and 3 ones. 23 had 2 tens and 3 ones. So that tells me what? It tells me 23 is less than 33. Give your brains a kiss, first graders. Great work. Look at this number. Can you tell what number this is? Let's count it together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. Can you show me a number that is equal to 43? Show me on your paper a number that is equal to 43 or greater than 43. I'm looking at my timer because I'm just going to give you just a few minutes to do this on your paper. Show me a number that is equal to 43 or greater than 43. Remember, equal to means it has the same value. And greater than means it is worth more. You have about 1 minute to put it on your paper if you have not already. I'm going to show you a value that is equal to 43. If you did greater than, that's fine also. Let's take a look at it. Here we had 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. So I'm getting my drawing pen ready, and I want to show another number that is equal to 43. So I could show, and of course yours is going to be neater than mine because I'm writing on the screen. Here I have 10, 20. This is my 10 frames. 30. 31. Let me use my finger. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. In the first picture, I had 4 tens and 3 ones equals 43. In the next picture, I had 3 ones and 3 tens and 13 ones equals 43. So here I saw 4 tens and 3 ones is equal to 3 tens and 13 ones because both models are a demonstration or representation of the number 43. In our last lesson, we learned that there is more than one way to show a number. So here we saw the number 43 shown 2 different ways. So 43 is equal to 43. You could also use a 100 chart to help you find a number that is greater than, equal to, or less than 43. We were looking at pictorial models to help us find a number that is greater than, equal to, or less than a number. But how can we use a 100 chart to help us find a number greater than, less than, or equal to a number? We can take a number like the one we just did. When we have 43, if we want to use a 100 chart to help us find a number greater than, less than, or equal to, the first thing we want to do is find 43 on the 100 chart. Do you see the number 43 on the 100 chart? Yes, here is the number 43 on the 100 chart. So we saw that 43 and 43 were equal because they are the same. On the 100 chart, here is the number 43. The two numbers are the same. But if we add 10 more, what number do we have now? On your 100 chart, here in my picture, I added another 10, but let's count 10 more on our 100 chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we add 10 more, what number did we find on the 100 chart? We found the number 53, the same as we did in our pictorial model. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. So we could use a 100 chart to show that a number that is greater than 43 is 53. So I use my 100 chart to show 53 is greater than 43. Now we saw how we could use a 100 chart to find a number that is greater than another number. Now let's try and see if we can do it to find a number that is less than another number. Look at the number we have here. Let's count it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. So remember, the first step we want to do if we were using a 100 chart is find the number 53 on the 100 chart. Do you see the number 53 on the 100 chart? Here is the number 53. If I want to find a number that is less, we've been practicing adding 10 and taking 10 away. But we said we could also take away from the ones. So let's take away from the tens. If we take 10 away from 53, what number will we end up on? Let's count backwards. We're taking 10 away. So that's how I know I'm moving over to the left, counting backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What number will I end up on if I take 10 away from 53? If we take 10 away from 53, that means we're going to end up on the number 43. We also could have crossed out one of the tens. So my answer is 43 is less than 53. Is that the same answer you got? Great work, mathematicians. So now let's summarize. We have talked about summarize and reading. We said to summarize means that you give a shortened version of what happens. What happened in the lesson. So today we want to think about, what did we learn? Today we learned about comparing numbers to find models that were less than, greater than, or equal to a number. We saw that we could take away from the tens or ones of a number to find a number that is less than. We saw that we could add to the tens or ones to find a number that is greater than a number. We also saw ways to use a 100 chart to help us find a number that is less than or greater than a number. I am so glad that you decided to join us today. I hope that you learned a lot and that you enjoyed this lesson. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @WardSandy5. And I can't wait to see you again next week. Thanks for joining in.